Minister Amit Shah, who's back in his role as the Minister of Home Affairs. We're talking about the only Home Minister to do a second straight term. Since 1947, he's the only Home Minister getting a straight second term. The Bharatiya Janata Party, Amit Shah, is now the Home Minister yet again. He just took charge as the Home Minister. He's been retained in his post for the second time. He was holding that portfolio since 2019. He was named the BJP President back in 2014 and was the youngest President of the party at the age of 49. Now in 2019, he was one of the youngest ministers to hold the Home Ministry portfolio at 54. So Amit Shah has been hugely credited for BJP's phenomenal growth and his role in leading the party in 2014 and also the elections that took place in 2019. He had moved away from the party's leadership role after the 2019 elections, and that is when he was given the Home Ministry portfolio. He did win from the Gandhinagar seat by a margin of over 7.44 lakh votes to be precise, which is one of the highest this elections. And of course, in 2092, he had won on that same seat of Gandhinagar with a margin of over 5 lakhs. 5.5 lakh is that the margin that he saw in 2019. It's a seat that was earlier represented by L.K. Advani. He's also served as a chief campaigner and election strategist to stalwarts such as Atal Bihari Vajpayee as well as L.K. Advani. He's known for the political acumen and his strategic prowess. Now, we have Neeta joining us. Neeta, before taking charge of the ministry, we did see Amit Shah there visiting the National Police Memorial in the national capital, paying tribute to the policemen who had laid down their lives. He's also, retaining his other portfolio, that's the Ministry of Cooperation.
Absolutely, both the portfolios are same, and as a matter of fact, most of the mantris, as far as Modi 3.0 is concerned, in terms of continuity, they've got the same portfolios. The Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Amit Shah, this is his second term. As you were mentioning, from 2014 to 2019 was his first term. He replaced Mr. Rajnath Singh, who was shifted from here to the South Block, that is opposite North Block, as a Minister of Defence. But this is the second term. Many challenges are in front of Ministry of Home Affairs. The biggest being, as far as J&K is concerned, the zero tolerance was the policy of Modi government, that they will not tolerate any terror. After they did away with Article 370 in 2019, they touted that it's Naya Kashmir, terrorism has come down. But despite that, in last 1 month, we have seen two big terror attacks in Jammu region itself, in Rajouri Poonch area. Before the elections in Rajouri Poonch area took place, army convoy was targeted, and this time pilgrims bus was targeted, in which 9 people were killed and 33 people were injured. So that's the biggest challenge. Keeping in mind that Amarnath Yatra is scheduled to begin from June 29th. So to secure each and every pilgrim is going to be a big, humongous task for security forces. Also, the Supreme Court has set a deadline as far as J&K is concerned, that you need to start the assembly election process there, and it should be done by September 24. So already the timeline has been laid out by Supreme Court. So that is the biggest challenge. Then again in Northeast, Manipur. Manipur is again one of the big challenges. Yesterday we heard RSS chief Mr. Mohan Bhagwat also saying that the violence level in Manipur needs to be curbed. It needs to be curbed and it needs to be brought down systematically. But since last 1 year, we have seen some cases of violence, but now new theatres of violence are erupting as far as Manipur state is concerned. We also saw the security convoy of the sitting chief minister of Manipur was also attacked. So that is also one of the big challenge. Also, thirdly, is Punjab, the growing radicalism. The Punjab militancy has again opened another theatre, which is going to be a big challenge for Ministry of Home Affairs, for Mr. Amit Shah, even though he's been clear-cut in his policies as to how to target a terror outfit, go after their finances, and that's why we have seen NIA systematically has been registering cases and going after radicals or terrorists who have been named individually also. The biggest, another key challenges is also going to be implementation of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. The law has been implemented, but now it's going to be set in all the states from July 1st. It's going to be implemented in all the states. Already many states have red flagged that they don't have that kind of paraphernalia because this is a modern law. You need some kind of technology, but the basic paraphernalia in states is missing. So that is also going to be a big challenge as far as implementation of the new criminal justice system is also concerned. Back to
We
you.
also heard Amit Shah yesterday, assuring that his ministry will continue to accelerate and strengthen the security initiatives and that they'll be introducing new approaches in order to realize the Prime Minister's vision of a secure Bharat.
See, that has been the agenda of Modi government since the time they took over in 2014, and that's the reason why they have been systematically targeting terrorism, individual terrorists also, naming them under UAPA. But despite that, that red flags has been raised by many security agencies, whether it's Punjab, we have seen the kind of radicalism which has grown up there in Punjab, and we have also seen in Jammu and Kashmir, now pilgrims have been attacked there. Some earlier also policemen were also attacked, and this is the same group. Interestingly, Rajouri Poonch area was silent, was the peaceful area till about 2 years ago, but now terrorism is growing its tentacles even there. So this is a big theatre which the security forces need to keep an eye on, because as I was mentioning, Amarnath Yatra is also scheduled to start from June 29th, and it moves throughout many districts of J&K. To secure each and every pilgrim is going to be a big challenge for the security forces.
Right.
Back to you.
While, Anita, while highlighting that India has made comprehensive changes in the field of internal security in the last 10 years based on its concrete policy, but what we did hear the Home Minister also say that he remains committed to empowering farmers and villagers.
Absolutely. Mr. Amit Shah plays a very key role as far as the implementation of all these contentious bills are also concerned. So whether it's CAA, whether it's UCC, and now the form of the NDA government is also different from Modi 2.0. So to take each and every ally together is also going to be a humongous task, but he is known for his strategic, implementation. So how he is going to strategically implement all these new rules, new laws, census also needs to be done before 2026, and everything falls under the jurisdiction of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Already, the demand for caste census is also there. The women reservations bill is also going to be based on census. So each and every issue is going to be a huge task in Modi 3.0 as far as Ministry of Home Affairs is concerned.